Yes, people, what's going on? It's your boy Big Uggs, and welcome back to another video on the verse of the tune. Newcastle United just beat Southampton 1-0 away from home in the Carabao Cup semi-final, and I'm pretty much convinced that we have 1.5 feet in the final, because the next game I don't see them beating us. So we came out here, we had a job to do. To be fair, going into the game, I was pretty confident about the result, or our performance, because St Mary's is a place that we've been to in recent years, and we've gotten success. I recall last season, that was the game where Bruno scored his first goal for Newcastle. That amazing flick, and we got the win. And also earlier on this season, we went there, we thrashed them 4-1. So I was not concerned at all. I'm pretty confident that we're going to go to the final. When the draw was made, I was happy because I knew out of all the teams that were left, Forest and Man United, Saints were the ones that we got a decent record against. So I said, yeah, you know what? As long as we go out there and do the same thing that we've been doing all season, which is applying ourselves, mentality monsters, being physical, getting at teams, we're not going to have any problems. And that's exactly what we've done. I thought going into the game, I thought Eddie Howe was going to make some changes. I thought he was going to bring in Isak for Callum Wilson. Callum Wilson, you could tell, he's looking a bit leggy in a recent game. So I feel like this game was a perfect opportunity for him to be rested, and obviously knowing his injury record, and the strength and depth we have now in attack. These are the sort of games where we can rest guys now, innit? So, because Isak, at the end of the day, Isak cost us 75 million, so he's a player of quality, and he's a player that we can count on just as much as Callum Wilson. So, and I thought it would have been a chance for us to see St Maximum also over, probably from the start. So that's what I thought going into the game was going to happen. But Eddie Howe chose the same team. He's chosen the same team for how many games now in a row. So and that for me was a statement of intent. Like, he said, no, I'm not changing, guys. Like, this is the team I'm playing in the league. This is the team I'm playing in the semi-final, because I'm here to win. We're not here to try and impress people. We're here to do a job. So he kept the team the same, and in his press conference, or in his match preview, he said, listen, he wants the boys to go out and put in a performance. Like, semi-finals don't count if you don't reach the final. So he spoke well. There was a job to do, and you can see that from the minute goal. Like, we dominated the game. Like, we were on the front foot. We applied ourselves from the minute goal. But I feel like Saints couldn't deal with us physically, because we are a physical side. Naturally, we're a physical side. We got Dan Burn left back. We got Shaw and Botman, all physical players. We got Trippier, he's a physical lad too. We got Bruno Longstaff in there. We got Jolene, and all physical players. So Saints didn't know how to deal with that, with our physicality. So, and I feel like that's what got us the edge. In the first half, like I said, we started brighter than Saints. We came there with a message, like, we're not here to play games, but we're here to dominate you, and like we do all season, we don't sit back no more. We take it to teams, and we're creating chances. Willock went through. Willock had a few moments in the first half where he could have done a bit better, but it wasn't to be. And then so it was, for me, it was like, I was thinking to myself, is it going to be one of them days where we dominate teams and we're creating chances, but we're not taking them? Going into half time at 0-0, I thought, okay, cool. You know what? Like, hopefully things change, but still sticking on the first half, which was a shocking decision from the referees, actually, to give Big Joe's goal as handball, because that for me was not handball. Yeah, they showed that 4 or 5 different angles. Yeah, and there was only one angle that you could say maybe it might touch his arm, but all the other angles, it shows that the ball touches midriff, and then he pokes it in the back of the net. But for some reason, it went to VAR, and VAR decided that it was a handball. And for me, it just questions like, what's the point of having VAR if VAR is not going to do what it's meant to do? And that could have cost us as well. And if that cost us, that that would have been a shame, because the boys put in a good performance. But so going into half time at 0-0, a lot of people have been talking recently, oh, Newcastle's slowing down, Almira's not scoring no more, Callum Wilson's not scoring no more, because obviously we drew at Palace. So I thought to myself, is it going to be one of them games where we create chances but we don't take them? But I'm never bothered about that, because the main thing for me is, if you don't create chances, you're not going to score goals. So we've been creating chances. Even the game that we lost against Sheffield Wednesday, like we created chances. So I'm not concerned about the boys, even if we don't score, like, because we play well and we create chances. So for me, it was just a matter of fact of go again. Just do the same as what we did in the first half and the second half. And second half, we started up brightly again. We imposed ourselves onto Southampton. We imposed ourselves onto them in the second half. They couldn't deal with our physicality. On the right hand side, you've got Almiron and Trippier linking up. There was one passage of play. I can't recall when it was. I think it might have been in the early second half or late first half. But we turned defense into attack. Trippier to Almiron. Almiron holds it up, finds Trippier. Trippier finds Almiron. Almiron then finds Trippier. Trippier crosses it in, and it almost led to a goal. And then so early second half, we still stay creating chances, and then Big Joe misses that sitter. That's a bad miss, isn't it? But credit to him, because he could have obviously hid after that. And it's so easy in football not to find yourselves in positions that maybe you should be in, due to confidence of maybe missing a chance beforehand. But after that sitter that he missed, you can see that Saints they sort of woke up a little bit, and I felt like that gave them the encouragement to go on and start to sort of threaten us a little bit, and they pushed us back further back. The most that they did throughout the whole game. They had a decent spell, probably a decent 5-7 minute spell, where they had a few chances. I think Adams went 1-on-1, and then Nick Pope made a fantastic save with his feet. Again, Nick Pope, save after save. 10 clean sheets in a row now. He's on fire. 16 hours, I believe, of match of football without conceding a single goal. For me, he's the best keeper in the country. Best keeper playing right now. He's better than Ederson. Right now, he's playing better than Alisson. There's no one better than him. And I was one of them people that I will hold my hands up all day. I got no shame in that. I was one of them guys that when we signed him, I was saying, oh, why are we getting him? Because we got Dubravka and they're both similar keepers and they're both not good with their feet. Now I understand why we got Nick Pope. He's the best keeper in the land. Facts. Because last week we saw him make a wonder save against Palace, and then today we're seeing him make 2, 3, 4 saves in the space of a couple of minutes. And other keepers, these go in the back of the net, and obviously we might lose the game. But time after game, he's kept us in the game. So credit to Nick Pope, man, and the record shows for itself now. 10 clean sheets in a row. Do not let that go over your head. 10 in a row, man. So we rode that wave, and you could see that it was time to bring in some reinforcements. And like I said, I thought Isaac and Maxi would have started, but Eddie Howe waited, and you brought them on at the right time. And as soon as they brought them on, you could see, like, Saints, they went backwards now. Kyle Walker-Peters didn't fancy it against a fresh St. Maximin. St. Maximin pushed him back, and Isaac, obviously, he's on the ball. He's fantastic. Hold-up play is fantastic. He's a striker that can play in different positions. He can lead the line. He can go in behind. He can come short. He can, he can go on the flanks. And we saw for the goal, how great he is. How versatile he is and how useful he is for us. We're lucky to have him, to be honest with you. And I do want to see more. I want to see him play more, because I feel like he's got so much to offer us. And Eddie Howe needs to find the right balance. But you can see when he come on, the intent. come on in second half and just straight away into it, bang, down the line, beat his defender, crossed it in, and Big Joe scored the winner, 1-0. And that come from Isak. So, and as soon as we got that goal, I thought, you know what, yeah, game's done there, game's done. But Saints come in, they had the ball in the back of the net. Adam Armstrong, former Newcastle striker, had the ball in the back of the net, and thankfully it was offside. It was handball, but for me it was handball anyways, because from what I understand from the law is that if the ball touches your hand and it leads to goal, it's handball. So I'm not too sure why VAR took so long, and I was waiting for them. I was waiting for them to try and give it to Saints and say, oh, it's a goal, 1-1, after the handball that the goal that they called handball for us. So I thought, I dare you, but thankfully they didn't do that, and you can see that took the stuffing out of them. And Bruno G again, just picking cherries, man. I've never seen this guy have a bad game for us yet, to be honest with you. And you know, the passion he has, like he's not just a luxury player. He gets stuck in, he fights. You know, he's involved. You know, and yeah, I think it was Lianco when he tried to sort of shake him up. Bruno wasn't having it, and then you see Samaxi come involved. Like the boys are fighting for each other. The team spirit right now is crazy. Like the mentality, like we're not scared of nobody. Like we don't fear no one. And I'll talk about fear in previous seasons. That now we're playing without fear. We don't fear no one. Like the boys are backing each other. And then obviously Samaxi's beautiful run led to the red card, and obviously from then it was game done, you know. So overall, I feel like it was a fantastic performance from the boys. Great performance, 1-0 solid win, away win, and we go next week with an advantage at home. So I don't see Saints beating us. I feel like we haven't lost at home this season, and it's not about to happen now or next week. So that's why I say we got 1.5, 1.5 foot in the final, because I don't see them beating us. And credit to the boys, man. Credit to the boys, like they're making it happen for us, you know. This was our first semi-final since 2005, our first final since 1999. So, boy, listen, like, what a time it is to be a Newcastle fan, man. What a time it is. But I'm buzzing. Tell me, Ma, I'm going to be late for tea because I'm going to Wembley. But yeah, man, yes, people, man. But listen, there's still a job to do. Like, obviously, yes, I say that we're going to go to the final, but there's still a game to play. Obviously, same again next week at our Grand Slam again, and guarantee we'll be in the final, man. But come on, boys, up the tune. It's your boy Big Uggs. Make sure to like, to comment, and to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. And I'm out.